Well. Hello, everyone coming to the place where not so stupid, and this is a fucking pig, Today, well, not today. Yesterday was the finale of Canada versus the World, and okay, I'm just gonna start to talk like an American accent again. Um, Hi, I'm from LA. Like, I don't really like sushi. Like, I don't really know. Oh my god. But yeah, I saw the finale of Canada's Drag Race versus the World, and it was really cool, I really like it. And Raja won. Raja D. O'Hara won, and I'm so, like, happy, I guess. I always seen Victoria. Victoria has always been one of my favorite queens since she was on season 3. But I just think, like, for example, Rita shouldn't have won. No, I'm just gonna say this. Out of all cast, Stephanie was not gonna win. She was either gonna be a redemption or um someone, yeah, a redemption or an early out. Kendall was gonna be an early out or a winner. Everything depends. But as she said, she was an alternate for the season. She was gonna be an early out. They didn't have the person who they wanted to have, which probably was like another out of Canada American general queen, like non-American queen, not English speaking queen. So when they declined, they brought back Kendall so they could like get rid of her instantly and don't have that as a lose. I don't know if I explained myself. Then we had Anita, who again was either a redemption, she getting farther, or an early out, so they could push the people they wanted to push, who were Raj O'Hara, because I think she would not be in the plans for production if she hadn't had the love that she had in All Star 6. She just didn't want that season because the production didn't plan her to win that season. She was the narrator of that season, and we know the narrator of the season never wins. I don't remember about UK versus the World. I think the narrator was Jujubee or maybe even Baga or Mo. Whoever was it, it was not Blue, and Blue won. And now the narrator was Silky, and that meant Silky couldn't win. So by having the top 2, it was obvious Raja was gonna win. I also knew Victoria was not winning. One, because Blue just won last year, and she was also from UK. So having the crown still in UK while they were in Canada would be like, oh, a little too pretentious. Like, I don't think they would get the risk to do that. So they just crowned someone who wasn't from there. Also because, again, the person who was gonna win, there were 3 people who I could see them crowning. It was Raja, Isis, or only those 2, because I think I could also throw Rita on it, but I think they would not get the risk to crown Rita because they know no one in the fandom, and it sounds so bad, but like, Rita's not someone who the fandom love, sadly, so I don't think they would get the risk to crown her. And that's honestly, Vanity just needed her redemption by showing that she can win a challenge for herself. And she did. Great. Her redemption done. Again, as I said, Anita could have her redemption, but seeing who the other people were, we knew she was gonna be an early out. Also, Stephanie. Stephanie was gonna be an early out. Like, duh. But she was not a contender for the crown. So it was probably more like an early out. And Kendall was definitely an early out because she was not planned to be on the season original. She was an alternate. Then we're left with Isis, Raja, and Silky. As I explained, well, with the Victoria also, but we're gonna talk about her later. We are left with these 4 people. So we discard the first 3 eliminated queens. We discard Vanity, and we discard Rita because nobody liked Rita. Vanity just needed her redemption. She should not win. Also, she's from UK, and the first 3 were early outs. Coming out with the person who quitted. I think Isis was not gonna win either, but she was probably gonna be in the finale, and maybe she would also have won. I think it would be a risky move to crown her, and I think if she had stayed in the competition, they would have eliminated her in like a Pangina style. Like they would put someone who they knew would do anything to win, who would be like either no, yeah, it would be Rita. They would put Rita in the top, like as a spoiler said, and she would send home Isis because they knew Isis shouldn't win. Or even though if they wanted her to win, it would look bad because she just won. She already had a crown, and it would be like taking a crown off of her. We know Isis is an amazing queen, and she totally would have swiped the competition if she was still there. But yeah, her winning again in general brought back a winner on a show that every other person is not a winner has never been a good idea. And it showed on All Stars 3 how BB affected that season by having a lot of favoritism towards her and affecting the the competition in a bad way and damaging other competitors like Aja, Thorgy, Trixie, and even Shanji. So, yeah. And yeah, it was just not a good idea having Isis back, but I'm glad she was brought back because she showed amazing looks. And I think she would have been a contender for the crown if the season was judged fairly and if Pythia has won. If Pythia won season 2 of Canada, I think Isis would 100% deserve to win this season. And then Kimi Couture would have won season 3. And the world would be good. So, Isis nails it on the nose. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All these girls had to go. She just was so prepared for this. She really had like that special something that I think no one else had, at least from Canada. And that's really good. But like, yeah, she, even if they planned her to go far, I don't think they would risk to crown her just because she already won. So even though I could see her as a potential winner, I would also discard her. But let's like take it here. Silky was a narrator of the season. We need to know more about her, get to connect with her, see that she's a competitor besides just a great lip syncer and a funny person. We need to know she's also a competitor. And we show that she was a narrator of the season. But as we know, the narrator never wins. And we're left with Raja and Victoria. Victoria's redemption was not about winning. She was eliminated pretty early on season 3, but left a great impact by a lip sync. Thanks to a lip sync, she was taken out of the competition. And she lost that lip sync, so her redemption consists on 2 things. First, winning a lip sync, showing that she can win a lip sync and survive that. And then, after surviving that lip sync, showing that she has the potential to reach the finale and kill the competition, which she did. She won 3 challenges in a row and would have never been in the bottom. Like, she was the only queen ever to never be on the bottom in an all-star season, of course. So that was amazing, honestly, and pretty admirable. Pretty admirable, honestly. So admirable. What else I was gonna say? I forgot. I think Monique and Trinity were really close. I think Monique would have been the first on All Stars 4 because she didn't deserve to be in the bottom for either challenge she was on. But we're not gonna talk about. We're left with Raja. As I mentioned, Raja was the person who they needed to crown. This season was made for Raja to win it. Why? Because she was brought back originally because they wanted her to have the redemption of being one of the most hated queens. Like, All-Star 6 was all about redemption. That was the theme of the season. Redemption. Not everyone had it. For example, I think that Silky didn't have it, Serena didn't have it, Scarlett didn't have it, and Yara didn't have it. Because Yara needed to win a lip sync, but she was more like a wild card, so we can also not count her. And I think also Ginger didn't have it. Because those were her looks, and she would 100% have it if she had won, in my opinion. But she didn't win, so yeah. Everyone, again, the comment, yeah. So Raja was brought back for having her redemption on All Star 6, which was a season about redemption. But she was not gonna be the winner. The winner was gonna be either Kylie Sonique Love or Ginger Minch. Those were the two options for the winners. And Ginger wouldn't have won because the people didn't like her. The general public, you know how they're about fat people. You know, gays are mean towards fat people. It's no surprise to anyone. So they were not gonna crown her. So they knew everybody loved Kylie because she was hot. And you know how's gay people about hot bodies? Hot body, because hot, it's like so subjective. Hotness, attractiveness, sexiness is so subjective, but she had like a traditionally attractive body with like a huge tits, tiny waist, and huge ass, and also she was blonde. So great, 4 people who are blonde on the Hall of Fame. Woo, yeah, work. So yeah, Raja was gonna win because she had her redemption, but not for winning, and people wanted her to win so badly. She didn't. So what could we do? If it was gonna be a double crowning, who I think originally was planned to be, would have been between Kylie and Ginger. But it was not gonna happen. So, because Raja was not planned to win, and the people really didn't like her, so they would not crown Raja. And now they're gonna crown her now, and they crown her now. I don't know what else. I think that's gonna be the end because I don't really want to talk anymore. I just wanted to prove like how my English accent has been improved towards the year. And this is gonna be it. I also have a lot of mixed opinions about La Más Draga 5. La Quinta Ola was bullshit. I never liked Fiesta. I was Team Hidden Mistake. But what can we do? Life just happens. I think she should have won. I would have made her the winner of the season. Definitely 100%. I just don't like Fiesta. I like her drag, but I don't like Angel. Like the person, I don't like him. I don't know. He just seems so arrogant and Ew.